In this deeply emotional and suspense-filled chapter from Yali Kapkini, the story takes a darker and more intense turn as love, fear, and danger begin colliding in ways no one expected. What should have been a peaceful homecoming after a painful tragedy slowly transforms into a chilling reminder that some battles never truly end. The evening sky glows with soft golden colors as Atesh finally returns home after being discharged from the hospital. The massive house stands silent and strangely empty, almost as if the walls themselves are waiting for something terrible to happen. Every step Atesh takes reflects both physical weakness and emotional exhaustion. Though he survived the attack that nearly destroyed his life, the pain he carries inside remains far from healed. As he walks toward the entrance, his eyes immediately meet Merchant's. For days, she has lived trapped between fear and hopelessness, unable to escape the terrifying possibility of losing him forever. Countless sleepless nights, silent prayers, and painful memories have emotionally broken her from within. And now, seeing him finally standing before her again feels almost unreal. Merchant remains frozen in place, unable to move as emotions overwhelm her completely. Relief, love, fear, and disbelief collide inside her all at once. She had prepared herself for the worst, yet somehow fate returned him to her. But even in this emotional reunion, something feels incomplete. The fear surrounding them has not disappeared. It has only changed shape. Atesh slowly walks closer to her, every step carrying unspoken emotions. The silence between them becomes more powerful than words. Their distance feels far greater than a few simple steps. It feels like the emotional weight of everything they have suffered together. Pain, regret, and hidden fears stand silently between them. When Atesh finally reaches Merchant, he gently takes her hand into his own, holding it tightly as though her presence is the only thing keeping him grounded. The moment instantly breaks the emotional walls Merchant has been desperately trying to maintain. Tears slowly fill her eyes as she realizes he is truly alive and standing before her once again. Without saying a word, Atesh lifts her trembling hand and softly kisses it. The emotional gesture speaks louder than any confession ever could. Inside that single moment exists gratitude, sorrow, love, guilt, and a silent promise that no matter what happens next, he will never stop protecting her. But beneath the beauty of this emotional reunion hides a terrifying truth. The incident that placed Atesh in the hospital was never an accident. Someone wanted him gone. Someone powerful and dangerous still remains hidden in the shadows, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike again. As the calm atmosphere settles around the house, disturbing memories begin flashing through Atesh's mind. Moments of chaos, sudden violence, the terrifying memory of an unknown attacker. The sound of fear and confusion still echoes inside him. These memories refuse to let him rest because deep down, he knows the nightmare is far from over. The subtle change in Atesh's expression does not go unnoticed by Merchant. She immediately senses the darkness still haunting him. His silence becomes heavier, more dangerous, revealing that his return home has not brought peace at all. Instead, it has brought new fear into their lives. Merchant begins realizing that her fear is no longer connected only to the past attack. Her greatest fear now lies in the uncertainty of the future. The home that once felt warm and safe suddenly carries an unsettling silence. Every hallway feels colder. Every shadow feels suspicious. Even the quietness around them feels dangerous. Yet despite everything, Merchant refuses to leave Atesh's side. Her love for him becomes stronger than her fear. She understands the risks, but walking away from him is simply impossible. No matter how dangerous the situation becomes, she chooses to stand beside him as his strength, support, and emotional shelter. As night slowly deepens, the emotional atmosphere inside the house grows heavier. Atesh stands near the window, staring silently into the darkness outside, as though searching for answers hidden somewhere beyond the night. His mind is consumed by unanswered questions. Who attacked him? Why are they still being watched? And most importantly, how far will their enemies go next time? Merchant watches him quietly from a distance. Even without words, she understands the pain inside him. But she also realizes something heartbreaking. Atesh is slowly isolating himself emotionally, carrying the burden alone because he believes protecting her means hiding the truth from her. The silence between them becomes painfully emotional. Love still exists strongly between them, but now it is surrounded by fear, uncertainty, and invisible danger. They are together, yet emotionally trapped in separate battles neither fully knows how to fight. Suddenly, the stillness of the night is interrupted by a distant sound outside. A car slowly stops near the house. Footsteps begin approaching the entrance. The atmosphere instantly changes. Atesh's expression hardens within seconds. The emotional vulnerability visible moments earlier disappears completely, replaced by sharp instincts and protective determination. He immediately moves closer to Merchant, positioning himself between her and the danger outside without hesitation. In that moment, Merchant realizes something terrifying. The nightmare did not end at the hospital. It followed them home. Fear returns to her eyes stronger than ever before, but this time something inside her has changed. Instead of stepping away, she tightly holds onto Atesh's arm, refusing to let fear separate them again. If danger truly stands outside their door, then they will face it together. The sound of footsteps grows louder. The tension inside the house becomes unbearable. Every second feels heavier than the last as uncertainty consumes the atmosphere around them. Neither of them knows who is standing outside, but both understand that whatever happens next could change their lives forever. As the door slowly begins opening, the screen cuts to black, leaving behind only silence and fear. The sudden ending creates a chilling realization. Atesh's return home was never the conclusion of the story. It was only the beginning of something far more dangerous. This emotional and suspenseful chapter perfectly blends romance, fear, mystery, and psychological tension. The reunion between Atesh and Merchant reminds viewers of the power of love during moments of darkness, but it also reveals how fragile happiness can become when danger continues lurking nearby. The emotional depth of the characters makes every scene feel painfully real. Atesh is no longer fighting only for his own survival. He is now fighting to protect the woman he loves from a threat neither of them fully understands. Merchant, despite her fear, refuses to abandon him even when their entire world begins falling apart around them. Their relationship becomes stronger emotionally, yet more vulnerable physically because love alone may not be enough to save them from what is approaching. Viewers are left questioning countless possibilities. Who attacked Atesh? Was the hospital incident part of a larger plan? Is someone inside their circle secretly betraying them? And most importantly, can love truly survive when fear controls every moment of their lives? The final moments of the episode leave behind an unforgettable feeling of suspense and emotional uncertainty. The darkness surrounding the house feels symbolic of the hidden enemies and painful truths still waiting to be revealed. As the story moves forward, one thing becomes painfully clear. Danger is closer than ever before. Secrets are beginning to surface, and Atesh and Merchant's love is about to face the greatest challenge of all.